Hey guys, what is going on? Today we have a brand new install video that we're going to be doing here on my 2012 Kawasaki ZX6R. And as you can tell, the box is from Revzilla. By the way, I have a lot more things getting changed out. Ever since I bought the bike, I decided I was going to change out a lot of different things when I bought it. As you guys have already seen, I have the motor dynamic fender eliminator, I have the integrated tail light. What's in the box right here is the actual zero gravity double bubble windshield with dark smoke I'll be installing here today. I've also purchased a few other things. A new helmet's going to come out from my channel. I decided to get rid of my heavy basic starter helmet, and I got a higher end one. And then I also have something else coming in from Revzilla for my birthday, which was this week. And my wife bought it for me, a brand new jacket, so it kind of matches the bike a little bit. So you're going to be seeing a lot more stuff coming out here, a little bit of show and tell of some stuff over the next couple of weeks. And yeah, I'm going a little bit crazy, spending a lot of money, but it's all good. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to bring the camera right around here front to the front so you can actually see it, and then we'll go ahead and show you what needs to be done, and then we'll start installing it. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you really like the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will do my best to always help you out. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, here we go. We actually have it out of the packaging. Let me tell you, Revzilla boxes their stuff with a lot of the big old bubble plastic, which I love. You can see it's going to get rid of this old thing. I didn't like it. It had all these stickers on it. It was all scratched up. I didn't like it. So it'll actually look like this when it's done. So what we're going to have to do is obviously have the Allen keys to unscrew all of this right through here. And of course take off the mirrors so that way you can loosen it up and make sure, you know, that kind of thing's going on. I do apologize about the planes. I live right here in Orlando International Airport, so bear with me here. So you can see it's going to look like this. Still going to be dark smoke. And so we're just going to really install this real quick here, knock it out for you. And on a second note here, a side note, there it is. This is actually good from the ZX6R from 2009 to the current 2015 year. So if you guys have one of the brand new versions of the ZX6R, it is still identical and this will fit in it. So giving you a heads up, this is what it looked like. It's the exact same thing. So alright guys, let me go ahead and get the tools out and we'll start taking off the parts, okay? Stand by. Alright guys, here you go. We already have our stuff out. I wanted to let you know exactly what size Allen key you need in case you didn't already know. It's going to be the 4mm Allen key. A lot of people sometimes didn't know. It's the same thing that basically does most of the whole bike. It takes it all apart. So what we'll do is we're going to just work first through here and then work our way back up. So all you're going to do is basically unscrew all these right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So you have 3 on each side. And you'll pop the mirrors off the same way. And then you'll just kind of loosen it off, all right? And that's all we really have to do here to take a windshield off. It's very, very easy, no complications here. Remember, of course, ask me any questions if you want. I will help you out any way I can, but these are just little things that I want to update on my bike and get rid of this old junk. I hate these stickers. I never liked that somebody plastic dipped the inside of this, and I was just like, ew, when I saw it. So I knew it had to go, so that's what I plan on doing. You can see when you pull it off, there is actually a plastic washer in there. Can you see it? So let's see against the black background. There's actually a plastic washer. Make sure you save that, of course, because you don't want to actually crack through here when you're screwing back down a little bit later on here. So this is all we're going to do real quick is just pull these off. You can see they're coming off pretty easy here. Just make sure you save the washers, guys. And then we'll be moving on to the mirrors, and then that's it. So you can see how fast this is going. We'll be done in a minute, so stand by. Alright guys, as you can see, I already pulled off all 6 of the main screws. Now we're just going to have to, so you can see the windshield's loosened up, but I still have to have the mirrors off here, so all we're going to do now is just take off the mirrors. Very, very easy. You still have the same Allen key. You just have to pop it straight off, okay? What I like to do when I'm doing this is have my hand underneath the mirror, so when it does actually loosen up and come off, you'll actually be able to hold it in your hand at all times. So I hope I'm not blocking the camera, but this is basically all we're going to do, guys. See how it wants to come off now? So I have that in my hand. I'll just put this down here right now just so you can see it. And I'll come back here. Like I said, I'm really not trying not to block the camera too much, so I'll stay on this side the best I can. There we go. Holding on to the mirror the entire time, and there you go. So that's all we really have to do, guys. I'm going to be doing the same thing to the other side, and then we're going to go ahead and remove it. So stand by. Alright guys, here you go, all the way back. You can see that everything's been pulled off now. You saw what we needed to do. So what we're going to do now is, you see, I can kind of lift it up like this. Just lift the plastic a little bit. Lift up this because you want to just kind of bump it up a little bit, and it pulls right out, guys. There you go. See what I'm talking about? Somebody plastic dipped the inside of the windshield. Like, I was just like, ew, and the stickers, I just didn't like it. You can tell it was just somebody, it just looked like crap. So I was like, nah, we're getting rid of it. So this new one is just going to do the exact same thing and slide in. Can you see right there? It's just going to slide in there, and it'll look really, really good. You can actually see the grommets and everything in there inside there. I want to let you guys see something. There's actually grommets behind here, little plastic things are like pop-in tabs. If they come out, just gotta push them back in because that's where the screws actually seat into when you're screwing it in. But mine, obviously, it slid right out without having to pop these, the black little rubber things in there. So, giving you a heads up. There you go, guys. Let's go ahead and slide the new one in, and then let's screw it all back together. Stand by. Alrighty, guys, we're moving on to the next part here. I went ahead and cleaned up through here just to get it all cleaned up and ready to go again. So, because the mirror and stuff gets stirred into there. So I went ahead and cleaned it up. So you can see it's just going to be easily fitting on here, but it'll actually be obviously underneath the plastics. And there you go. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to treat it good now, guys. Don't break it, obviously, when you're first trying to install this all this stuff. So I'm just lifting up the corners really easy, both sides. You got to remember, you got to line up all the tabs again. Let's make sure we're good to go on this side. And there we go. I can already see it starting to be lined up here. I want to make sure it's all lined up here. And that's it. Because on my version, the 2012s, they only have to have the 2 tabs here that go underneath. These 4 are still staying on the outside, as you can see. And then, of course, the mirror is locked down on the side. So that's what it's going to look like, guys. Let's go ahead and let me get the screws, and then we'll start screwing it in, and then we'll show you the final results of it. Stay tuned. Alright, guys, welcome back here. We're going to go ahead and start screwing in the top and working my way down. Make sure the washer is still on there, guys. As you can see, it's wanting to wobble right off the top, but it'll tighten back up. When I deal with a lot of plastics and stuff, I make sure that I'm not over tightening any of the plastics. I do not want to actually hurt anything, if you know what I mean. Come on, buddy. There we go. Just going to ease that bad boy in there. I'm not going to tighten it all the way down just as is. We're just going to work our way around. So that's all I'm going to be doing here, guys. Alright, guys, just want to let you guys know how I did it. I went ahead and did the both tops first so it would hold it in spot. Then I came down to these 2 bottom ones right here. So now I have just the 2 screws left that hit up the front of the windshield on the top. So I'm just going to go in here, lightly screw that bad boy in. Now I'm not really tightly screwing these down right now. I'm just wanting to get them in there. So I'm just coming back in here, just let them sit there, and then I'm going to go over every other one and just kind of tighten it down to a decent tightening. I don't want to accidentally crack any plastics or anything like that. Obviously, you should know by now if you're working on this stuff. You don't want to over tighten stuff like this, but you don't want to break because you actually are. It's just hitting plastic the whole time. And there you go. So there you go. The windshield's on now. All I got to do is install the mirrors. So stand by. We'll show you the final results here. And then hopefully you guys like the video. If you have any questions, like I said, please feel free to ask. Stay tuned. Well, alright guys, what do y'all think? I think it looks great. It's nice and dark. The dark smoke, which I love. They had clear and they had a light smoke, and I was like, yuck, no way. They even had a green one. It was a clear green one, and I was like, yeah, that's too rice for me, just like a rice out Honda. And I was like, no. So I had to stay with the dark theme, but it looks great. It was about a 15-minute install from pulling out tools to putting them back away. As you can see, it does look really good. A lot of people say the double bubble really helps with the wind pushing it over you versus actually like hitting you in the chest or in the face. So especially for interstates, that's why I purchased it, because sometimes I take these long trips now. And as you can see now, everything is getting installed one by one. I have a lot of new things coming to the channel because of the fact that this is a brand new bike. I got a new helmet, which will see a new helmet reveal, a new jacket my wife bought me for my birthday, and I'm looking at maybe 1 or 2 things on here. Oh, I got some shorty levers coming in. They should be in here in the next couple days. I had put a new tire on, oil change, and everything's been serviced. So actually, just in the last 2.5 weeks of owning it, I've already done everything to this. So if you guys like these install videos and I helped you out, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will help you out as best I can. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Later, y'all.